Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another Snowbag stream. I tried to do this earlier, but apparently the stream didn't work. Last we left off, the stream fucking broke. But yes, I got some stuff done. Gotta check to see what else I really need to do, but otherwise, I shouldn't have to worry about too much. What else do I need to do? Complete operations. Oh, that thing didn't count as an operation? No. Trigger random events. Okay. Purchase an item from a shop that I can do. Auto clear one, I guess. Yeah, just get some money. Because apparently it didn't work the other time for the event. Which it did before. It's just a little strange that they changed that. So you know. Whenever I guess, whenever floats your boat there, amigo. I don't have to worry. Okay, I don't. Who has the random event though? Who has the random event? I can't tell who has it anymore. You have it. Okay. Shoulder rub. Oh my. Wait. Wow. I deserve to be pampered. No. What? No, wait. And she gave me a shoulder rub in the middle of the room. Okay. Alright. You could have said, taken no for an answer. I would have appreciated more, but you know, whatever. It's fine, I guess. Not really.
Got any old junk you can sell?
Lapis lazuli. What do you do? Deployed operative will gain bonus attack with the weapon user's attack. Huh? Can I use that for my own character? That sounds really fucking cool, actually. I kinda want that. You know what? Yeah, let's get that.
It's worth what you
Fuck
paid.
It. Okay. I need more. I need more reward codes. Okay. Not what I wanted. Okay. Let's do this. Time to start the fogbound dream. It's Daddy. Hello.
The fog trapped me here. It stopped me from crossing the boundary between reality and dreams. From reaching that deep sea.
From reaching the deep penis.
Without an anchor, my memories were swept away with the tide, leaving nothing but a bitter husk.
I can relate to that, man.
And there I sat, drawing aimlessly in the wet sand.
Now that I can't. I mean, I can relate to the drawing in the sand. the wet sand, but like, I'm not gonna sit in wet sand, bro. That's just weird. Especially with like, whatever the hell's going on with you, Mr. Rules of Nature. But, I wouldn't want any sand getting in between all that. Since it was transported back, it hasn't moved or shown any signs of independent consciousness. It does not respond to external stimuli or adapt to the environment. Its mass does not increase nor decrease. It has no neural activity, no blood circulation, no metabolism. But it looks like a little girl. Even though there is a physical resemblance, it has no characteristics of a living being. It is entirely consistent with other Mori fragments we have captured. Theoretically, it should be completely safe to store it here. It seems as if Edda still hadn't overcome the influence I exerted on it. This Mori fragment generated by Ymir, after reading my theotropic nerves, was still in a deep slumber. After learning of the Mori fragment's current status, I shifted my attention to another question. Other Mori fragments? Dude, wait a minute, why does she... Why does she look like the goth girl but Wojak, but like the one that they try to make prettier? You guys know what I'm talking about? Anyway. I meant, you can tell him. It's not that... I'm sorry, director, whatever the hell that is. But I don't actually know much about it. You were the only one with authorization to read and edit most of the documentation. Maybe it would be better for you to explain. Okay then, you can go get back to work. It's true that Yggdrasil has captured more than one Mori fragment. The first theotropic nerve sample was actually extracted from a Mori fragment. So the power of manifestation actually comes from the Titans. You can put it that way. Humans desired the power of the Titans, but Edda, the one who created the Titans, always wanted to be human. How ironic. Ironic? What do you mean? Without transplanting the theotropic nerves back then, we never would have been able to stop the Titans from attacking the wall. That's just the truth. Is there anything else you want to know? What is Sega, and why does the military want it? You've already seen the results of the Saga project. Gate 7, the electromagnetic orbital system, weapon system. Why did I say system? Anyway, that was able to fend off Ymir. That is Saga. I really want to say Sega. That was the first time it was used in actual combat. We've always been aware that the military is dissatisfied with the strength of their Beowulf battalion. They need more weapons that can match up against the Titans. So, is the apotheosis system a result of Mori fragment research too? No. The apotheosis system is essentially a needle-free injection system built into every manifestation's tactical gear, used for targeted theotropic drug infusions. The apotheosis system allows boulder inhibitors to affect the theotropic nerves more quickly, altering their threshold of excitation and improving combat capabilities. Flooding is simply an adverse side effect caused by overmedication. Why don't we give them the Apotheosis system. I don't know if I'm saying that right. The board believes the apotheosis system has the potential to be more than just a weapon to combat titans. Apotheosis. Like the potential to create eternal life? Most of the members of the board were over 100 years old. They relied on cutting-edge technology to constantly revitalize and maintain their bodies. Some members even looked like beautiful young women, just like the one standing in front of me. They didn't give me a straight answer. The proposal to destroy the Moi fragment was denied, as expected from the board. They didn't think it's dangerous. They want to use it. When they mentioned destroying the Moi fragment, I don't know what that is, I raised my gaze to observe her expression. It didn't change. We're at a disadvantage in this game. We need an external force to shift the tide. Either the Brazinga men or a saga project could have initially served as a reason to request military intervention. These incomplete clues cast a hazy shadow over the board. Oh. Beep, beep, beep. The sound of a call interrupted my train of thought. Come in. Director, whatever that is. Sorry to bother you. Well, she has a little name tag, too. A gentleman calling himself Kegard is waiting in the reception area. He claims to have an appointment with you, but we have no record of it. Have him wait for me in the reception area. Then I'll get out of your hair. J'accuse! As my partner, you need to go with me. What? I'm your partner? Kagar is the external force you just mentioned. Oh! The Adventist High Presbyter? He will provide us with key information, something we'll need to destroy the Moi fragment and restrict the board's influence. Do you have any objections? I looked at the Moi fragment, lost in thought for a moment. Then I turned off the holographic monitor fixed on Ada. No. No objections. Dude, my breathing is so off today. What the hell? I'm thinking Miku, Miku, Muiu. Sorry. Captain Haru. Captain Haru? Captain Haru, I apologize. Sorry to keep you waiting. Are you feeling okay? Are you dizzy? Is your vision blurry? Apologies. I was distracted. Distracted? Captain Haru, the final adjustments made to the absconditus are complete. Its close combat parameters have been modified according to your requests, making it far more suitable for such situations. Yes. Would you like to try it now? Whoa! Okay. I only changed my gear, so why do other parts of my body feel strange? Like my hair. Well, those adjustments are perfect for you. It seems like each aspect of Absconditus was tailor-made for you, completely adapted to your combat style. Oh, some of my colleagues from the R&D department wanted me to ask you something. You've seemingly been very comfortable using Absconditus and were quite familiar with its parameters from the beginning. Even more familiar than R&D staff like us. You were able to defeat 2 mechs in the neural simulation test after simply reading the instruction manual. We don't mean to question your combat ability. It's just... I saw some drawings of it at home. I learned how to operate it in advance. Huh? Captain Haru, I don't mean to imply you might have taken home company secrets without authorization, but you're misunderstanding. The Absconditist weapon system was originally developed by my father, a weapons specialist for the military. He often brought his work home with him. I seem to remember that this started as a collaborative project with a major in the military. Is your father's name Major Naruse Masashi? Yes. Designing such impressive tactical gear as Absconditus, Major Naruse is a true genius. Is the Major in charge of R&D for other projects now? Honestly, I have a lot of questions I'd like to ask the original creator about the Absconditus. Like, what was his inspiration for designing it? The lightsaber! He died in an accident on a mission over 2 years ago. It could have also been rules of nature! Perhaps that is why the Absconditus project was handed over to the Yggdrasil R&D department. Oh, yeah. Apologies. I'm sorry. Captain Haru, it's getting late. Should we end our test for today? Our colleagues in logistics will be responsible for communicating with you concerning any further maintenance and refinements to Absconditus. After the researcher left, Haru's communicator suddenly buzzed. What? Haru, are you busy? Please report to the command room immediately. The adjutant has issued an urgent mission. Yay! Dude, my breathing is so off. Oh shit, this requires this stuff. Okay. Alright. Whoops. Okay, we good? Whoa. Hey. Oh. Oh shit. Whoa.
Your mission objective is clear. Enter this area and locate the 5th Research Institute. I will send a logistics unit to provide support. If anything unexpected happens, report it to me immediately.
Understood.
Oh. Hello there. Can I talk to you guys? No?
Absconditus.
Absconditus.
Objective complete. Stay alert.
Uh-oh. Ah! No! Stop! Stop frickin' lagging!
Absconditus.
No lagging!
A lovely sound. What is any of this worth compared to honor?
Alright. I'm trying to keep an eye out for any lore bits that might just be lurking about. Okay. Because I know the last event, it had some bits that were just hanging around somewhere. Ooh. Oh, ah. Why do I keep lagging? Stop. Stop it. Nope. Goodbye.
Are you wearing a new tactical suit? What's it called?
Its name is Absconditus.
The design is totally different from my suit, Hush. Seems like it's better for melee combat. How strong is it? Is it easy to use?
Looks like we're about to find out.
I can't promise anything, okay?
What are you waiting for?
So the suits have names, huh? Interesting. Wait. Yeah, go away. I don't want to grab that. Oh. I guess I kind of have to.
That's all there is?
Skadoosh. I don't want to.
Good soldiers take
Damn it.
care of themselves.
Fine.
What
Good
is any
soldiers
of
take
this
care of
worth
themselves.
compared
What are you
to
talking about?
Absconditus. Hup. Good soldiers take care of themselves.
The best soldiers are always hopped up on fucking... like 3 different types of fucking...
Objective complete.
Stop.
Stay alert.
3 different types of energy drinks, alcohol, and fucking coffee. They keep themselves busy, overstressed,
It's way shorter than the
ignoring
container
any of
wall.
the
It
fucking...
seems like there might be something special about the area inside the wall.
How weird. The containment wall keeps nitrogen contamination out. So what does this wall keep out?
Wait.
Absconditus. What is any of this worth compared to honor?
Slip slap! Ow! Blip! Blap! Bladoop! Badoopy! And you're gone. Hey, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Hey, yo, what up, bro?
Those without a conscience don't belong on the battlefield.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum.
There's fog. This isn't good. I'm going to turn on the air filtration system.
It's so quiet in here. I feel as if we're being watched.
Stop trying to scare me.
Beware of the fog. Someone's always watching.
This isn't the time for pride.
Meow. Land in the fog. Here it does not matter. Adjutant, I request that you tighten the formation. We don't have a clear line of sight. Alright. Tighten the formation, move in towards me. Understood. Copy that. I had ordered the Himdall force to assume a scattered formation, mainly to avoid unintentional injuries that could result in anyone becoming, if anyone became flooded. However, after venturing into the dense fog, it was difficult to confirm the operatives' exact positions. If we maintained a scattered formation, it would increase the risk of accidental friendly fire. Do we need to stop here and collect data? I'll check the pollution levels. Whoa, hello. Just gotta check my Pip-Boy real quick. The core system didn't react whatsoever. We were in the heavily contaminated drowned sections, but somehow the ptyrogen had seemingly disappeared. Haru, tell the R&D department to come in here. Copy. I will also notify them to take proper precautions. Yes. Raise it higher. Just a little higher. Come on, it's not that heavy. Stand on your tiptoes. How's this? Great. Don't move. Hold it steady. Hey, don't let your arms shake. Miss Frida, I can't hold it much longer. You aren't as strong as the adjutant, huh? All right. Just put it down. Oof. Please take these samples and those devices back to camp. All of them? I didn't know whether I should laugh or feel bad as I watched Frida point in a big circle with her finger, gesturing towards not only the equipment she had been carrying on her back, but also several environmental samples that had been collected. Isn't that the guy from Fortnite? Little Sunshine, don't torture him. I turned toward the eager officer again. Go find 2 more people to help you. Yes, thank you, sir. What are you doing? You're being too nice. Let's focus on the task at hand. What's the composition of this yellow fog? It's still hard to say. And that's not because I'm incompetent. I'm simply very thorough in my work. Without supporting external data, it would be irresponsible to draw a conclusion so quickly. However, even though almost no ptyrogen was detected in the yellow fog, radiation from another substance is present. Radiation from another substance? Is it harmful? Its energy isn't as strong, but some of its physical characteristics are similar to those of ptyrogen. So we still need to wear protective gear. My sniffles! Adjutant, I discovered something unusual. Please come take a look. Please come alone first. Adjutant, look. Haru handed me a military nameplate. While I recognized the military emblem engraved on it, the name of its owner was hard to make out. What are these? The military used to call them dog tags. The name on this dog tag is difficult to read, but I can recognize that it was my father's. Your father's? As I tried my best to hide my shock, I remember hearing that Haru's father was once a weapons expert for the military, but he had sadly passed away in an accident on a mission. I finally understood why Haru wanted to speak with me about this privately. The military told us that he died a hero in the aftermath of a car accident. Our family even received a thank you letter supposedly from the people he had saved. It's all right, Adjutant. It's been a long time. Please ask what you want. I am not afraid to talk about it. Did you see his body with your own eyes? No. The military took care of everything. It was very quick and solemn. Your father, when did he pass away? Over 2 years ago. When I first joined Yggdrasil, he had sent a hologram message. He said he was on a mission and that he might not be back home for a while. A few days later, a lieutenant came to notify us that he had died. You were just an intern in my department back then. I remember noticing that you were acting a little strange, but I had no idea. Our adjutant, do you suspect the military lied? Let's not jump to conclusions. There could be other people by that same name. You're right. It's easy to become irrational when family gets involved. Frida and Life are finished surveying the area. Let's go see if they found anything. Even though Haru had changed the subject, doubt lingered on her face. Frida also appeared somewhat different than usual. Her petite face was tense, her brows furrowed. Adjutant, we have to get out of here now. What? Why? Frida leaned closer, then spoke in a nearly inaudible whisper. I think this place is haunted. I didn't think scientists believed in stuff like that. Even Sir Isaac Newton's scientific journey led him to believe more inexplicable powers above. Allow me to explain. We've observed an odd phenomenon. It appears as if humans are moving around, and then vanishing into thin air. There are complete sets of clothing, shoes and socks, scattered all over the tables and chairs in the office, as well as on the driver's seat of the car. There's more. Just now I saw a figure flash behind Wednesday. When it saw me looking at it, it disappeared in the blink of an eye. I am absolutely, and I mean absolutely, sure I saw it. Wednesday, did you see it too? I didn't see any sign of a ghost. Adjutant, you said you would always believe Professor Frida. I'm just trying to understand what's going on. Anyway, we need to get out of here right away. Adjutant, don't move. Wednesday, did you see that? Yes, I saw it this time. I watched as Little Sunshine and Wednesday's expressions grew serious. Wednesday unlocked her gun's safety. Then, she aimed at me. Or maybe at something behind me? How could someone approach me from behind so silently? It couldn't actually be a... Could it? Whoa, Katya. Whoa. Aren't you JQs from the security department? So you guys got dragged into this too. You're the crossbow lady! Whoa! You're the crossbow lady! Well, that's to be expected. Same old Yggdrasil. Whoa! I quickly drew my gun and whipped around. She, or it, vanished as soon as I turned around to look, as if it had evaporated into the fog. There was no doubt in my mind. It had said my name. Did the phantom here know me? Little Sunshine, Wednesday, Adjutant. Do you know where the officer carrying the environmental supplies went? His communicator and protective gear are next to the samples, but I can't find him now. Maybe he deserted. I don't know, we can't be sure he deserted. Due to the strange circumstances surrounding this place, I had a hard time believing there was an ordinary explanation. Prepare for combat if necessary. Understood. Sure enough, the foreboding fog began to surge again. Then, I finally saw it. Clearly. Regardless of the reason you came here, this deep hatred, time to settle it. Whoa. That was the crossbow lady from the trailers that Snowbreak has been putting out. I still think the crossbow is just going to be another variant of a sniper rifle. At least that's what it looks like.
On the battlefield.
I don't think it's going to be like an actual new type of weapon. Whoa.
You stop right there.
It is crossbow lady. What?
Little Sunshine, pull back.
I don't observe any obvious
Woo!
hostility from her.
But it definitely seems she's going to attack us.
Whoa! What are you doing? Whoa! What the fuck? Does she only want to attack when we're not looking? Whoa!
Look over here.
Yep. It's doing something now.
With a strong wind comes heavy rain.
Whoa! That was cool!
I've got you.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here. Wednesday, what qualifies as obvious hostility then?
Oh, I love that. I love that it lets you freaking do a little dash.
Reveal! Who are you? Why are you attacking us? She's not talking. What if she can't communicate normally?
What makes you think that? She should be able to communicate just fine.
Objective
this
complete. Stay alert.
Final stop.
What?
Can you feel the weight of this victory?
My final stop.
Those without a conscience don't belong on the battlefield. Wednesday, little sunshine, look over there.
Yo, Daddy. Hey, how's it going? That's Jack. Otherwise known as Riding. What?
Something's not right.
Don't do anything reckless.
Let's get out of
Retreat
here.
immediately. Run! No! Little sunshine!
Objective complete. Stay alert. As if anything could stop me. Close the door.
I feel a lot better after getting out of there.
I wonder if there's anything right there.
Good soldiers take care of themselves.
Who's that?
Oh,
Cover my eyes for me.
Calm down. He's just watching us.
That's even more concerning.
I can shoot him.
I thought these weirdos were all locked inside the wall.
Looks like not all of them are.
This
Whoa.
one seems slightly different than those inside the wall.
What the hell? Whoa! Yo, that's cool.
I've got you.
Whoa!
Nuh-uh. Don't come over.
Whoa! Hey, hey, hey!
Hearing like that. We've seen that before.
Oh, hey. He's still there. I don't want to shoot at him. But I could.
Objective complete.
Oh, there he is again.
Stay alert. I just received notice that the camp is under attack. Let's take care of this ASAP and head back to provide support.
Do you think maybe we're the ones who are being taken care of?
What is any of this worth compared to honor?
Oh, he's gone.
Taste my blade.
Dun, 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 dun.
Could these coyotes be phantoms too?
There will
Objective
be
complete.
blood.
Stay alert. What is any of this worth compared to honor? A lovely
No,
sound.
no. You thought. Wait. Wrong button.
As if anything could stop me.
Okay.
The fog is thickening again. Even if they aren't phantoms, they are still some form of existence beyond our understanding. Not only can they appear out of thin air, but they can also influence the environment around them.
Similar to Titans.
Sharp.
No, I didn't get my stuff. I
This
didn't
isn't
do
the
the
time for
countdown
pride.
thingy. But I wanted to grab it. I'm still sad I don't have Kaguya. A seemingly endless silence fell. The fog gradually dissipated, but the phantom didn't reappear. Just as I was about to breathe a sigh of relief, another strange phenomenon occurred. My foot! My foot is gone! It was just there! Adjutant! Help me! Calm down, soldier. I helped the officer take off his boot to check for injuries, but I saw no signs of injury whatsoever, let alone a missing foot. As I was checking the officer, he stopped crying out in pain. His hands gripping his pants legs slowly loosened. Weird. It looks like my foot is back. Just as I started to wonder if he was playing a prank on me. Adjutant! Help me, please! Help! Come look! You have to help me! I'm sorry, I'm trying not to be too loud right now. There's people here. Someone else was begging for help, noticing my seemingly newfound power to cure strange ailments. My bone is gone, look! Before I could settle her down, the researcher began flailing her arm around vigorously. Look! There's nothing there! Her forearm bent at a 90-degree angle as if it was made of rubber. It looked like her bone was, in fact, missing. Her skin also appeared to be somewhat translucent, like a coating of thin rubber. Her muscles and veins had already disappeared, leaving only the paper-thin layer of skin. This was much too realistic to be a prank. Oddly enough, as my line of sight shifted, the body parts that had suddenly vanished quickly grew back. What the? What's going on here? Is that your manifestation power? I don't have any manifestation powers. But my bone, it grew back. I have to make a note of this. This is a major physiological discovery. But what is the main principle at work? After they discovered I could cure these strange ailments, everyone else crowded around me. I suddenly had a thought. There wasn't anything special about me. This phenomenon could be cured simply by looking at it. Everyone with an injury, match up in pairs and look at each other. And look at other. My theory was quickly proven correct. The act of observation was enough to quell the phenomenon of the vanishing limbs. Hey, Adjutant, looks like you're a real miracle worker. I wouldn't know if I could say that, but it indeed seems to be working. Yeah, but once everyone stops watching each other, that weird phenomenon will just reoccur. And everyone can't keep their eyes open all the time. What happens when we have to sleep? There has to be another way. Just as Little Sunshine began to rack her brain, Haru walked over wearing a serious expression. Adjutant, your idea is working. It's slowing down the deterioration, but it isn't stopping it. 2 of our colleagues are already nearing the end. While our colleagues affected by the strange phenomenon were doing their best to observe each other, parts of their bodies that weren't in the immediate line of sight continued to turn transparent. It didn't require much speculation to reach a logical conclusion. Those vanishing limbs would ultimately vanish completely. I couldn't just sit back and watch as my colleagues vanished right in front of me. I had to find a solution. I also have to sneeze. I apologize. Okay. Sorry about that. Manifestations seem to have some sort of resistance to this phenomenon. What was the variable protecting them? Their theotropic nerves? Or... Little Sunshine, how many boulder inhibitors do we have left? Let me see. We have 30 doses left. Wait, what are you thinking? Adjutant, if you have any ideas, you need to act quick. I hesitated. On our mission to recover the prototype inhibitors, I'd learned that Yggdrasil was using Titigen to produce new inhibitors. Would injecting these people with Titigen-made inhibitors have any risky side effects? If we didn't act, would they really vanish for good? I had no way to be sure, but... experienced a severe amount of disappearances with inhibitors. Send a stress signal to Caroline immediately. Severe amounts. I guess we should probably try it. But what if... I wonder what happens if we don't. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea, but here we go. We still understand the cause of the phenomenon. Blindly injecting inhibitors into people who aren't manifestations or Javosis patients might make things even worse. There's no time to investigate. They're already... With a frustrated groan, Haru abandoned the thought. Little Sunshine, if you have no other ideas, I'm going to start injecting them. Wait. I can't watch. Let me cover my eyes first. Well? Did it work? Haru? The inhibitors worked. 2 people I injected. They stopped disappearing. However, one unfortunately suffered from the inhibitor-induced complications, and she didn't make it. Well, the inhibitors should be safe enough. I believe the risk of complication is relatively low. I was unsure if the other option would have resulted in a different outcome, or if there was any point to the decision to begin with. Adjutant, you look pale, and you're sweating a lot. This is the first time I've seen you so. Haru pulled out a dry cloth and dabbed it on my forehead. Before you would give orders rather coldly. You never showed emotion based on how things turned out. Was I really like that before? I just mean, I feel more reassured with you as my superior now, Adjutant. You should drink some water. Dehydration can cause nausea, vomiting, arrhythmia. You can't... You can't meet your end at a time like this. If I did, it would be honorable in your book, right? This isn't about honor. It's... You seem to have forgotten how important you are. Other than you, none of us know the way forward. Me, the others, we rely on you. Rest up. We have a long road ahead of us. Crushed by the suffocating weight, we anticipated the arrival of an unexpected supporter. Attacked by a ghost? Vanishing limbs? Whatever that symbol is, was lost in thought after hearing my report. But I was thinking about something else. They had abandoned the complex company politics and research she was handling to come provide support in person. She must have been more determined to destroy the Mori fragment than I had initially thought. I believe I know something about the ghost you just described. Director, if you would please step aside. This is the man the adjutant encountered on the mission. He didn't take part in the attack, but he was watching the entire time from a distance. He's Will Anderson, captain of the Checker Squad. And Adjutant, you presumably know this woman's name. Katja Klein. They're outside security experts who once worked with the security department. I want to play them both. I want them. I gotta sneeze. I'm sorry. Man, today is just not the day. They're outside security experts who once worked with the security department. According to the records, both of them died on October 20th, 2057, while helping residents evacuate. I didn't know they were involved in the evacuations. Since the board assigned them directly, the order didn't go through the security department. But I don't know the specifics. Even you don't know? No need to act surprised. The atmosphere between the two of them grew icy once again. I couldn't understand why they had brought Chenxing along in the first place. We were all aware of her connection to the board. Was that her mother? Wait a minute. J'accuse. You mentioned that Balder inhibitors may combat whatever causes this vanishing phenomenon. They had suddenly changed the subject. We have to begin experimenting immediately. Find a solution as soon as possible, then resume our exploration. Chenxing, you and Frida will be responsible for setting up the experimental area and acting as assistants. J'accuse, keep the Heimdall force on standby. Be ready to go at a moment's notice. I'll handle the issue of people vanishing. The 5th Research Institute must be located as soon as possible. That is your only priority. Whatever that symbol is, we're seemingly pursuing a loftier goal. I need to learn what that symbol means. As if her body was motivated by some sort of divine providence. She never rested, never tired. It was as if she was trying to stay ahead of time itself. Even though I'd been at Yggdrasil for so long, I still couldn't tell what her loftier goal could be. Sorry. Perhaps the truth could only be unearthed from the past, concealed within the fog. As we walked into the meeting room, I saw Mads Kegard, pacing in the shadows. Ah, you're here. And you must be Mr. J'accuse. Correct? You're younger than I imagined. Not to mention more dashing. Bruh. look forward to working together. Have a seat, Kagard. The light on the security door turned red. Is that necessary? Are you nervous? I understand you, so I have no reason to be nervous. The 5th Research Institute. I can give you the access key to the control room. It will be activated after our transaction is complete. The 5th Research Institute. You haven't told him yet. From whose hands were the Titans born? And who escaped their cage, leading to all of this? Adjutant, sorry, I have to interrupt you. Were you here the whole time? Yes, I was here. Did you see my father just now, when I came out of the camp? I saw someone who looked like him from behind, but when I got closer, he disappeared. Then I saw you standing here. Sorry. I didn't see anything. Maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me. Haru quickly dismissed her feelings and her confused expression disappeared. Adjutant, everyone is ready. We can head out again at any time. Standing by for your orders. I need the restroom, so I gotta go and use the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Right back. we're back. Sorry about that.
Those without a conscience don't belong on the battlefield.
Looks like inhibitors can be injected to combat the effects of the yellow fog. I'll stress this again. The Fifth Research Institute must be located as soon as possible. That is your only priority.
So that's what she sounds like. I wonder if these are the people who got completely engulfed by whatever is making people disappear. And if it is that really the end of them? Are they just completely gone after that?
What is any of this worth compared to honor? Objective complete. Stay alert.
Whoa. What? Oh.
Good.
Oh. Whoa. Okay, that guy's gonna be hard to get. What? Okay. Oh shit. Ah! Damn. Okay.
It's not
Damn it! Haha!
Look.
Absconded juice can go through
Ammo
walls.
stacked behind the turrets. Shoot at the ammo boxes to force him out of there.
Limiting navigation. Please follow Professor Frisha.
Oh, he got out.
The square.
Alright. I'm gonna go heal up. Yeah. Hold on.
Good soldiers take care of themselves.
If you say so. Meow.
That's all there is?
Wait a minute, why did you...
Got it, too.
Oh, jeez.
A lovely sound. What is any of this worth compared to honor?
There were times where if I did interact with one of them, they did give me a little lore bit. But these ones,
Objective complete.
they're just here.
Stay alert. Absconded juice. A lovely sound. Enemy is down. Stay sharp. What is any of this worth compared to honor?
I need to control my breathing.
This isn't the time for pride. Those without a conscience don't belong on the battlefield.
Did you find anything? It's been 2.5 hours.
Nothing yet. Careful. I think there are enemies over there. Not enemies. It's those phantoms again.
They haven't displayed any aggressive behavior. They seem so familiar, like those shadows of things in the containment zone that were annihilated after contact with Titagen.
Go investigate. Let me know what you find.
Currently investigating other areas right now. I must thoroughly explore all that this place has to offer, just in case there are little lore bits that I might miss. As we have come to realize that there are existence of such things in this game. Whee! This place is huge. I'm gonna be dealing with a lot, aren't I? Oh dear. Oh.
Objective.
Hello. Could you please tell me what happened to you guys? It seems like the cognitive and communication abilities of these Titagen life forms are unstable.
Whoa! You can. Whoa!
You could hear me?
There was an explosion without any fire, sound, or impact. It ripped us from reality in a frigid silence.
And then this happened, I assume. Whoa. I'm locked here. Whoa.
Hey! What happened next?
Looks like he collapsed. Check out the surrounding area. There may be more Titagen phantoms.
Aye aye, Captain Tau.
Not all of them may be able to communicate. We just need to gather more intel on that explosion.
This plan is due tonight. I have to finish it before I can leave. Maybe I can learn something from everyone who works overtime. Who was it again? Can't remember their name. The one who always works overtime. Can't get in touch with the movement company. Now, where can I get some cardboard boxes? The military told me that I'll have to move in 2 weeks. I'll just move everything slowly by myself, I guess. Now that I think about it, where am I gonna move to?
Hey! I just noticed. My character's head is looking in the direction I'm looking at. Just like in Warframe. Has it always been a thing?
Exchange all of my money for DigiCash and sell off anything I can as fast as possible. Then I'll use that DigiCash to buy stuff in moving companies. I'm gonna be rich. What was I going home to do again?
It's like they're holding on to their memories, but they're not having a good time remembering.
I was going to give someone a present. A birthday present. It was chocolate. But who was I going to give it to? I can't remember.
Matter tells space-time how to bend, while space-time tells matter how to move. According to general relativity, that is.
Professor, I still don't really get it.
Class is already. You can come see me in my office if you have any questions.
Were they still going to school then? It seems as if this explosion was very sudden.
These Titagen phantoms are really strange. Space and time are all messed up for them.
It's a strange feeling eating a dead man's snacks. Even stranger, the things you think of.
I don't care how you do it, but you have to help me find another logistics company that's willing to work together by Friday. Tiger just canceled our arrangement. I saw that some Yggdrasil staff have already started building a containment zone. Strange though, they weren't wearing the Yggdrasil logo. That hydrogen contamination hasn't spread over here yet. The military announced we'll be evacuating in 2 weeks. Based on what they told us, they shouldn't have started constructing a containment zone this early. I'm worried that they'll force us to evacuate soon, and the company will suffer for it. I can't let that happen.
Adjutant, this doesn't make sense. Why did Yggdrasil set up the containment zone in advance before evacuating?
They weren't wearing Yggdrasil clothing, though. Could have just been the military trying to do something, like they knew something before we did.
Take off your headset and get ready to eat. Come on, just one more episode. We're just gonna face off against the Lion Colonel Olympus. I have to know who wins. Neither of them wins. It was interrupted by the descent.
Wow.
Now we have an 8.
Wow.
Oh. Did they schedule a rematch? No. I think there was some sort of contamination around the championship venue.
Oh shit.
Planning to put a wall up around it. If they had to find a new venue, they probably won't have a rematch anytime soon.
I don't think the first containment wall was built yet, and the Heimdall force wasn't formed either. The explosion must have taken place sometime before 2058.
Everyday life here wasn't seriously affected yet.
Yeah.
So sorry. I can't choose. I like both of you.
Ew.
Can you even hear yourself? If you only choose one, who would it be?
Kieran, behind you. Everything's changing shape. It looks like ripples in water, but in the air.
Stop making excuses so you can avoid me. Everything is...
Bro.
Looks like they're stuck in the exact moment when the explosion occurred. They were both hit by the wave at the same time. In times like that, even morality and love can't make a difference.
Professor Preacher is really curious. What kind of explosion could make waves in space? Also, I realized that the explosion only affected biological creatures, indicating that its energy release was extremely selective.
Whoa.
It's Gondatus. A lovely
Whoa.
sound.
What the hell? Oh, it was a grenader. What the hell?
What is any of this worth compared to honor? Objective.
Sleep, sleep, sleep. All you do is sleep. I'm the only one who's done anything around here. You haven't even lifted a finger since you bought those robots. How do you live with yourself? What's that noise? Those cigarettes flying across the bridge in the middle of the night.
What?
There's so many soldiers going into that old warehouse.
In the entire city, there's only one bridge big enough for a convoy to cross. Some big warehouses sit on the other side of it, too. I don't know who owns them. Information on them is scarce. They're pretty suspicious.
They might have had something to do with the explosion. Medic, now. Help
What?
him first.
What?
Those without a conscience don't belong on the battlefield.
Did you find anything? It's been 2.5 hours.
Nothing yet. Careful. I think there are enemies over there. Not enemies. It's those phantoms again.
They haven't displayed any aggressive behavior. They seem so familiar, like those shadows of things in the containment zone that were annihilated after contact with Tytogen.
Go investigate. Let me know what you find.
Objective.
Hello. Could you please tell me what happened to you guys? Seems like the cognitive and communication abilities of these Tytogen life forms are unstable.
Hello? Madam? Were you talking to me?
Whoa! You could hear me?
There was an explosion without any fire, sound, or impact. It ripped us from reality in a frigid silence. Then
Was I supposed to have, like, rushed the whole thing? Just running through it all?
Hey! What happened next?
Looks like he collapsed. Check out the surrounding area. There may be more Tytogen phantoms.
Aye, aye, Captain Tau.
Not all of them may be able to
Captain Tau?
communicate. We just need to gather more intel on that explosion.
this plan is due tonight. I have to finish it before I can leave. Maybe I can learn something.
I can't get in touch with the moving company. No, we're trying to get home fast. Log into the terminal, exchange all of my money for digicash.
I remember. I was going to give someone.
Matter tells space-time how to bend, while space-time tells matter how to move. According to general relativity, that is.
Professor, I still don't really get it.
Class is already over. You can come see me in my office if you have any questions.
Were they still going to school then? It seems as if this explosion was very sudden.
These Tytogen phantoms are really strange. Space and time are all messed up for them.
I don't care how you do it, but you have to help me find another logistics company that's willing to work together by Friday. Taiyu just canceled our arrangement. I saw that some Yggdrasil staff have already started building a containment zone. Strange though, they weren't wearing the Yggdrasil logo. That Tytogen contamination hasn't spread over here yet, and the military announced we'll be
Pick up your
evacuated.
headset and get ready to eat. Come on, just one more episode. Odin is gonna face off against the Lion Heart Olympus. I have to know who. I'm so sorry. I can't choose. I like both of you.
Can you even hear yourself? If you could only choose one, who would it be?
Kieran, behind you. Everything's changing shape. It looks like ripples in water, but in the air.
Stop making excuses so you can avoid me. Everything is.
It looks like they're stuck in the exact moment when the explosion occurred. They were both hit by the wave at the same time. In times like that, even morality and love can't make a difference.
Sleep, sleep, sleep. All you do is sleep. I'm the only one who does anything around here. You haven't even lifted a finger since you bought those robots. How do you live with yourself? What's that noise? Those inconsiderate. Driving across the bridge in the middle of the night.
The picture is getting clearer and clearer. Who? Where? When? We're learning so much.
If that's the case, this explosion was probably caused by humans. I don't think it was related to the descent or the evacuation.
So it was just a front. And a cover-up. Go confirm. Head down the path to the warehouse.
Got it.
Is it that way? Oh, okay.
This isn't the time for pride.
Weird. I didn't think I would run out of time doing that. Alright. Observation. Reflections of the depths of one's eyes. It's another one of these. Now, activate the magnetic confinement device to capture the target particle. Commencing capture. Capture failed. Again. Its probability distribution is completely different than the mathematical model we made for Titigen. Why do you want to use that model to research the yellow fog? You know how students copy their classmates' answers for mathematical proofs? They only take the final answer. They deduce the process backwards from there. You mean you already know what the yellow fog is? I know why it was created, and I know what it will ultimately create. Ji Chenqing, you've seen its creations too. You've even fought them. Are you talking about the fiends? Chenqing's communicator began to flash and vibrate, notifying her that she had received a call. Chenqing calmly reached out her hand and rejected the call. After the communicator stopped buzzing, the message "Commence operation" was projected onto Chenqing's retinas. A hint of doubt flashed across her face, but it quickly morphed into determination. "I'm sorry, Director Tao. I can no longer take part of this charade. Your choice doesn't surprise me." As we explored this incredibly peculiar area, we soon found another fragmented Titigen phantom willing to communicate with us. "Don't get too close. Stay back. Don't look at me. That way we can talk a little longer." Do you know when the yellow fog first appeared? I knew this was a rare opportunity, so I didn't waste any time in asking my questions. What yellow fog? You can't see it? Seeing that the phantom still appeared confused, I quickly asked my next question. Why can I talk to you? Is there a pattern to when you appear? You're not the only ones who can observe. The phantom vanished. It lasted 28.12 seconds this time. It said 6 sentences for a total of 29 words. Including the adjutant, Wednesday, and myself, there were 3 observers. If you two weren't here, they might last a little longer. What are you talking about, Adjutant? This is the only way to better understand this unknown phenomenon. It's impossible to know which fragmented Titigen phantoms are willing to communicate and which will attack. I'll say it again. Professor Frida objects to the use of the term fragmented Titigen phantom. The word phantom gives me the heebie-jeebies. I mean, they clearly aren't dead. But they aren't alive either. Sorry. Adjutant, allow me to summarize the intel I just received. We suspect the 5th Research Institute is located in the warehouse north of the bridge that crosses the river. Haru circled an area on the holographic map of the city. It seems that an explosion occurred at the 5th Research Institute, which we believe might have caused the yellow fog. We've already confirmed the path to the warehouse. Our target is clear. Have you received any other information that we should be aware of, Adjutant? No. My communication line with the boss is having a problem. Is it due to the interference from Titigen contamination again? No, the communication went through, but no one answered. Is the audio for this game actually going through for the stream? Perhaps. The boss might be busy with experiments. I felt like Haru wanted to tell me something else, but she was seemingly hesitating. Adjutant, I think I see my father again. I'm pretty sure it isn't a hallucination. The fog is really thick here, but I can tell that Figure's gait is exactly like his. Figure's gait? It's like he is calling me over, like he wants me to follow him. I looked over where Haru was pointing to see a figure lurking in the fog, seemingly watching us. Whoa. The shadow quickly dissolved in the fog. Anyway, Adjutant, we should get back to the mission. Haru's calm facade betrayed a hint of something else. It was the first time I saw her tough exterior begin to crack. I knew she was determined to earn honor in the field and ignore things unrelated to the mission, but I think it's worth checking out. We might learn something important. Adjutant, if you're just... Okay, understood. With that, I ordered the other operatives to continue forward. We went in the direction that Major Narus had vanished, whether by chance or by fate. We soon saw the murky form of a fragmented phantom once again. Major Narus? Will Anderson? Calmly questioned. Well, he hasn't attacked us yet. I don't know. What do you want? I'm just a phantom. A phantom who wanders this place. Whoa. Will Anderson had appeared out of nowhere. As the fog swirled again, another figure appeared from within. Are you from Yggdrasil? Still holding my pistol, I watched the unknown fragmented phantom closely. However, Haru suddenly let her guard down, approaching it as if she was in a trance. Father? Even though I had my suspicions from her strange behavior, when I actually heard Haru say father, I was in utter shock. You're from Yggdrasil? Are you in charge of this squad? He didn't look at Haru, instead directing his questions towards me. His voice contained a sea of emotion as he mentioned Yggdrasil. Adjutant, just keep going. Don't worry about me. Haru didn't show much outward emotion, but her clenched, trembling fists betrayed her true feelings. Titigen. Yes, Titigen is the key. You must leave this place immediately. Major Narus didn't seem to recognize his own daughter. He only repeated the warning, slowly and solemnly. Get out of here, now. Don't let anyone carrying Titigen anywhere near here. What? Why? Titigen is necessary for the three-phase transformation process and fragmentation reversal. They've successfully conducted experiment. Fragmentation reversal? If you still have a conscience, please give this to my superior, General Andrian, after you leave. He handed me a thin chip, staring at me with piercing eyes. Only after I placed it in the chest pocket of my tactical gear did he shift his oppressive gaze. Tell him to seal off the area and launch a ballistic missile with an Oppenheimer warhead to these coordinates. Major Naruse reported a coordinate location, a string of numbers that seemed to now be imprinted within his very soul. Everything in the Research Institute must be absolutely obliterated by a nuclear weapon. Only the truth may survive. What? A nuclear weapon? What were they researching at the 5th Research Institute? It's all on the chip. How long has it been since the resonance? The resonance? You mean the explosion that happened here? It's been over 2 years. It's been too long. Can you pass on a message for me? It's for my daughter, Naruse Haru. She works at Yggdrasil Enterprises. The mission isn't complete. I can't go back and see her just yet. Yes, there's no need to say more. She'll understand. I understand. We've always understood. I looked over at Haru again, and the wall she was doing her utmost to keep up hadn't fractured or crumbled, even at an emotional moment like this. Haru was far stronger than I could have imagined, but could that strength really rely on honor alone? Haru took a deep breath to steady her emotions. Adjutant, he said Titigen is necessary for the 3-phase transformation process and fragmentation reversal. Does that mean Titigen can turn fragmented phantoms back into normal humans? Is that possible? She had discovered a spark of hope from this small detail hidden within her father's words, and I couldn't shatter that hope. While in theory it should be possible, let's look at that chip the Major Naruse gave me. I reached into the chest pocket of my tactical gear. Huh? Adjutant, what's wrong? Is it gone? The chip I had just put in my pocket was gone. Ah, shit. In its place was something else. A vintage color photograph that looked as new as if it had only just been developed. A middle-aged man gently held his daughter in his arms, smiling. I recognized the man in the photo. It was Will Anderson. How did that get in my pocket? Give me a couple seconds. Alright, I'm back. Let me just put this right here. Okay, cool. Audio is still working on the stream. Good. I'm worried it will just suddenly disappear every now and then. But it shouldn't. It should be fine. Why am I stuck in a black screen? Well, this is strange. Something must have happened. Let me restart the game. If I can, it's not letting me. Alright. Task manager. It helped me get rid of it. Let's try that again. Alright. And we're back. Who are you? Who is that?
Today, saving the world again, of course.
Always ready to fight.
Is this a marking? Does it mean something?
Professor Freesia is super curious about who left it.
Why does she talk in third person? Oop.
A lovely sound. Absconded tooth. What is any of this worth compared to honor? Enemy is down. Stay sharp.
Here! It's the same kind of marking.
Are they leading the way?
There's seriously so much weird stuff here.
These markings are even more confusing. Oh.
Absconded tooth.
I got you.
Sheesh.
What is any of this worth compared to honor?
The coyotes here don't seem to be Titagen phantoms. What do you think,
What?
Captain Haru? Captain?
I'm not sure. I trust your judgment. A lovely sound.
Oh, I can't go down. Okay.
Absconded tooth.
So they're actually
Look down there.
here.
Another marking.
What? Oh. guess I could have jumped on either side. But... I guess we just gotta keep going. What happened here?
That's all there is? Esconditude. Hup. Enemy is down. Stay sharp.
The hell happened here?
These markings are leading us to the 5th Research Institute.
For real?
Can you feel the weight of this victory?
No. I don't even know what that means. Reenact. History will not sing of the truth. Boss, it's almost time. Another inhibitor injection. But I don't think there's anything special about this place other than those freaky ghosts. Inject it at the exact time I told you. Alright, alright. Did you guys see that guy calling himself a major? Every time he gives me that chip, it just disappears. Besides, why does he think a coyote would contact the military in the first place? Hey, how much would these inhibitors sell for if we brought them out with us? The injections don't hurt, but my wallet does. Keep looking for another 30 minutes. If we can't find anything, we'll retreat. Hey, what are we looking for anyway? We're wasting so many inhibitors. Even if we don't sell them, they could save a few scavengers. Whoa, hang on a sec. Boss, looks like Joseph found something. Yeah, is this the place? Whoa. Yes. Next, I'll have to ask you to escort them back. I'll arrange people to take turns on guard duty here. Like I said, time is perceived differently in Valhalla. It might take a very long time. How sure are you? I'm not sure at all, but this is Coyote's only hope. It's a risk I have to take. Esther, she's right about some things. If I want... well... if I want to lead the Coyotes in every containment zone to survive the harsh winter, I have to be strong. While I'm away, I entrust the Coyotes to your command. Until we meet again. Ye took a step forward, disappearing into the fog. The mysterious markers eventually led us to a giant bridge. Under the bridge, the water crashed against the rocky shore, again and again. I can't remember if I'd seen a similar sight somewhere before. Agreed. This marker is leading us to the 5th Research Institute. If I'm not mistaken, Major Naruse wants us to stay away from here. Our mission objective is to find the 5th Research Institute. Adjutant, you still haven't been able to contact Director Tao. Not yet. I'm starting to get worried. Could she be in danger? No way. Director Tao always plans everything out beforehand. This must be part of her plan, too. J'accuse, is something wrong? Leaving the company isn't a smart decision. Are you worried the board might take action against me? Well, it can't be ruled out. I'm prepared for that outcome. But everything depends on you finding the 5th Research Institute. Was everything still under Tao's control? I couldn't be sure. Adjutant, why was this marker left here? It seems like whoever left it wanted us to find the 5th Research Institute. I smell deception. Not only that, I smell a conspiracy. As if in a trance, I seem to hear the sound of waves again. Adjutant, get behind me. Oh, hello. It was Will Anderson again. I ordered all Heimdall Force operatives to cease further action. I had a gut feeling that Will would no longer continue to observe quietly from the background. J'accuse, I wasn't expecting to see you here. What happened to you? You know of Socrates. Humanity poisoned Socrates because he understood the truth behind logic. He relentlessly questioned everything. Not everyone wakes up from the dream and recognizes the madness of this world. I don't understand. If you have something to say it. Don't talk in riddles. The board has laid you down on its altar of victims as well. You just aren't aware of it. Do you know what secrets lie hidden within the 5th Research Institute? He placed his hand on my shoulder, just like when I had entered the Titigen network before I saw something. Fragments of souls crashing down in an illusory, joyful melody. Floating cubes of consciousness collided with each other, subsequently dissolving. A device that can turn people into titans. Utilizing biological research to create titans. How does that benefit the board? Maybe you'll be like me. Never with a chance to learn the truth. We were all transformed into phantoms during the first resonance. Just as I was going to continue inquiring, Haru suddenly interrupted. What about the Major? Was he also transformed by the resonance? With the military, he had discovered what was being researched there. Thus, we were sent to destroy the evidence. We locked him in a freezer before the resonance occurred. You killed him! For the first time ever, I saw Haru lose control of her emotions during a mission. I stepped in front of Haru, placing my hand over hers as she drew her gun. Will Anderson just smiled coldly. I won't apologize. I don't need to. They didn't give me the power to choose, even now. Why are you telling us this? The only value in understanding history is knowing how it shall repeat itself. The murderers are ready with poisoned wine and daggers. They will approach you from behind, swiftly piercing that fragile patch of skin that has never spilled blood before. Even if you are the mightiest hero, J'accuse. Whoa. Will Anderson collapsed into fragments again. I took his last ambiguous remark as a kind of warning. I turned to Haru, explaining why I stopped her. We need to gather more information. Haru, are you okay? Adjutant, I lost control of my emotions just now, but don't worry about me. I won't make the same mistake again. Believe me. She spoke firmly with the same determination and pride as her father. I believe you. Adjutant, did you call in support? No, I haven't been able to make contact with the camp. My communicator is detecting severe friendly military signals approaching us. Several. Are you the senior adjutant? We received orders from Director Tao to provide backup. Director Tao didn't mention anything about that to me. Requesting permission to approach. Director Tao is here with us. And if you wouldn't mind lifting the alert first, the fog is so thick here. I'm worried about friendly fire. Please don't come any closer, or we will defend ourselves accordingly. If Director Tao is with you, let me speak with her. Stand by. I'll ask Director Tao for further instructions. The communication fell silent. Will Anderson's warning was seemingly coming to fruition. Heimdall Force, prepare for combat. My heart began to beat furiously as I shouted the order. This was what Will Anderson meant by history repeating itself. We had been abandoned, perhaps betrayed, just like Will was 2 years ago. Glimmer in the mist, one. It gleams in the mist. In this space, all consciousness and memory are crushed into fragments. Until the cover is lifted, I don't know which pieces I can pick up. We've taken care of everyone except the Major. That blasted coward locked himself behind an 80mm thick steel freezer door. Honeybee and the others are preparing to cut through it. Hiding in the freezer. He really is an idiot. Oh, are you alright, boss? The bleeding stopped. It won't affect the mission. I'll keep this bullet as a reminder. Which of those cowards did that to you? I didn't see. It was the Major in the freezer. Nat, did you set the timer? Don't worry. I prepared the countdown just as you asked. We can start in any time. I just don't know how well nukes are going to work on those things down below. Either way, it will work just fine on the Major. Nothing will be left of him. Nat, did you see this man among the targets we terminated? Ooh. Patrick Kent, head of the Resonance Lab. Nah, didn't see him. Confirm, was he here or not? Yep, he wasn't. Nat, disarm the nukes. What do you mean, boss? It looks like we are the real ones the board is abandoning. Klein, go check on that machine. Captain, the resonators have already been activated. How? Can we stop it? It was activated remotely. The resonance countdown has already started. Anything nearby will be annihilated in an instant. We can't stop it. The terminal data shows the resonance is timed for right before the nuclear detonation. The range is this entire city. It looks like we don't have time to escape. I finally get it. What about that beach vacation at Tusenba you promised us? I always knew that doing this type of dirty work would get me in trouble one day. Hello, Gilbert Hammerbergander. How do you do? Screw Yggdrasil. Screw this world. What a perfect little plan. Have us do the dirty work, then finish us off. Then destroy all the evidence with a nuke. Ha! Boom! There'll be nothing left. Those geezers are such snakes. Nat, come with me. Is there a way out? There's a safe room in the lab. A few people should be able to fit. You think I'm stupid? A safe room won't do any good. And even if it did work, what about Wasp and Tarantula? I'm not like you. I'm not a coward who'd sell out my team for a paycheck. There's no team anymore. You're full of crap. Say one more thing, and I'll shoot you myself. I just want to go find a place to die. A quiet place. Klein, you have a choice. Hide in the safe room, then go home. I'm sure they'll be happy. Squeeze into the safe room, then be turned into nothing but a miserable fragmented mess of particles by the residents? Are you starting to feel guilty, Will? My parents will wait and wait, but I'll never come. Does that remind you of yourself? I'm guessing you accepted this mission for your daughter. She's really sick. Kyphosis? I had it before. But what's the point of surviving it anyway? Sorry, it's just... I've imagined so many different ways to die. Some hurt, some are slow. You start to feel regret and fear. So going out this way, so instantaneous, it's actually better than I expected. People like us shouldn't have been able to live in the first place. What are you laughing at? There used to be a popular myth that lemmings would commit suicide by jumping into the sea. A documentary filmmaker bought dozens of lemmings, then put them on the edge of a cliff. He wanted to record their willing sacrifice. After waiting around for 2 days, the frustrated filmmaker decided to push the lemmings off the cliff himself. Only later did they discover lemmings didn't jump into the sea as a voluntary sacrifice. They believed that they could swim across the sea and reach the other shore. They had to believe it, because they wanted to survive. There was no more space for them to live on. At this moment, I feel just like a drowning lemming.
Always ready to fight.
No extra lore bit up top. We'll keep going then. I'm surprised I haven't seen little doodads for me to gather lore from.
Objective complete. Stay alert.
The other event had at least a couple.
Captain, you forgot to check if we have enough ammo.
All right.
Our enemy is well trained. Their clothes look similar to security department uniforms. You don't think Tau is in any danger, do you?
What is any of this worth compared to honor? Ugh.
And there's still more. Bullets don't matter when I have a sword.
My shoulders are so sore. And my arms hurt.
Exhausted, unable to use skill.
I'm afraid we aren't going to last much longer. I'll tell everyone to rendezvous so we can retreat to the bridge.
Oh boy.
What is any of this worth compared to honor? Can you feel the weight of this victory?
So what did that do?
Always ready to fight.
Are we just on the run
Those
now?
without a conscience don't belong on the battle.
Captain, you don't look so good.
Is everyone here? Let's cross the bridge. A lovely sound.
Defeat enemies guarding the bridge. Okay.
Objective complete. Stay. Those without a conscience don't belong on the battlefield.
Go off the bridge.
Oh, good heavens.
Captain Harrow, be careful.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Are they insane? Their own people are on the bridge. Are you really surprised? Bad guys love to sacrifice their own buddies.
This is true. Oh my.
Absconditus.
Right.
Come on then. Keep them coming.
Just trying to keep an eye out
Oh,
for any
lovely
extra
sound.
lore bits. These missions are
Can
going
you
by
feel the weight
relatively
of this
quickly.
victory?
The Heimdall force survived the first attack. However, the bridge was the only way in or out. Both sides were aware of that. The Heimdall force was backed into a corner. Marion, you and Enya are in charge of guarding the east entrance to the warehouse. Adjutant, if I could go alone... Do you mean you have objections to Enya being your spotter? Marion is such a good girl. How could she have any objections? What? Come on, Marion. Oh my. Senior Adjutant, I have a question. Why am I teamed up with her again? Ah! Ow! Why are you pulling my hair? You had a gray hair. I plucked it out for you. Hey, you have gray hairs too. All over your head. I didn't interrupt. It was good to let them have a bit of fun. Once they settled down, I continued giving orders. Yao, you and Acacia will team up to keep an eye on the bridge. The bridge is the enemy's main attack route. Can I go with Marion? I've, been having trouble sleeping lately, so I'm not feeling well. The whole force has confidence in you. Chicus! Can we shoot deserters if necessary? You think you're an anti-retreat unit or something? If we can't beat them, of course we should get out of here. Ah, whatever. I'll guard the bridge, but I better get a good performance rating after we get back. Got it? I'd arranged objectives for every Heimdall operative except Frida and Haru. But as I turned around, I saw the Phantom again. None of the warriors who went with him escaped. Will you be the hero with a blade pierced into your back? Or will you be the one to pull out the all-powerful ring and thrust yourself into the fire, transforming into a vengeful wraith? Faith always places these kinds of choices on the scale. Very soon, you will become me. You left that marker to lead us here. Was it to watch history repeat itself? This is the 5th Institute. You're very close. The resonance machine is right below your feet. And what do you want? What do you want, J'Accuse? To maintain a feeling of self-importance while you are abandoned and betrayed? Or to ensure those that trust you survive the ordeal of betrayal? If I listen to you, will they survive? There's a chance, at the very least. From what I can tell, you're not exactly the type to help others. People can change. You're also different than I expected. In the past, we might have been more similar. When I see you now, it is like looking at it is like looking at a reflection of my past self on the water's surface. Eyes full of nothing but burning determination and infinite ambition. No. Truth be told, we're still similar now. We all have someone we want to save, don't we? I'm not like you. I used to think I was special too, until fragments of our consciousness merged with one another. We became unable to tell each other apart. The way he described it reminded me of Valhalla. Have you ever heard of Valhalla? What do you see after you collapse into fragments? I see a vast sea. A sea enveloped by chaos and fog. When I hear the sound of distant waves, my consciousness finally returns. But what you showed me before was... We all see different things in illusory dreams. Will didn't explain further. Instead, he turned around and shifted his gaze. The world tree is over there. Does the sound of waves have something to do with Valhalla? Whether you believe me or not, J'Accuse, I'm going to help you escape from this place. Follow the markers. A familiar marker appeared on the wall again, just as our enemies from Yggdrasil launched another attack. They've started their counter-assault. Marion is hurt. J'Accuse! every time they say my name. I'm sorry, I can't take it seriously. I'll carry her down. Can someone provide cover? Hey, don't scare me, okay? Are you alright? Adjutant, Acacia has been hit. I'll protect everyone. We have to eradicate any chance of a bad ending. Wah! Wah! Oh, jeez. I was almost certain that our attackers masquerading as security department officers were also from Yggdrasil. They were very familiar with the manifestation's abilities, and knew exactly how to fight against them. The defensive position I had hastily established crumbled little by little, and the Heimdall force sustained injuries one after another. Adjutant, take this. In a moment, we'll provide cover fire while you escape. All of us agree on this plan. I don't agree! Wait a minute! We can't all be trapped here. Someone has to get out. We haven't met our end yet. I have a plan. We'll get through this together. I tried to push the dog tag back into Haru's hand. You never cease to inspire as commander of Heimdall Force, Adjutant. It's an honor to fight alongside you. Give it back to me after we make it through this. It's all the same, isn't it? Adjutant, the enemy has crossed the bridge. Should we hold our ground or withdraw to the 5th Research Institute? Will Anderson's marker appeared on the wall again, seemingly reminding me it was our only way out. Adjutant? Retreat! Follow the markers. No matter what's there, We'll just have to face it. Understood, J'accuse. If our fate is inescapable, I will face it with you. Oh, why was that orange? We disintegrated, our bodies fragmenting into countless particles that floating in the air, combining and entangling with each other. I think they just meant float. Nat's tirade, the Major's warning, the rhythm of rock music, all sounds and consciousness mixed together. Matter was unable to warp time, nor could time dictate how matter moved. Memories were reflected on shards of broken glass, one after another. Everything was engulfed in pure chaos. I was unable to discern what was happening and what had already become a memory. Nat, have your guys all seen the construction blueprints? Not much to see, boss. There are only 2 ways out of that lab. By the way, what's our rule of thumb this time? Eradicate everything. It kinda sends a shiver down my spine. There are military personnel inside after all. After this mission is over, I'll arrange a beach vacation in Senba for everyone. Go get ready. Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking. If I accidentally learn too much, I'll need you and the directors to protect me, boss. Klein, you'll be coming with me. Are we really going on a vacation to Senba? It sounds too good to be true. And all the way in Senba. The directors wouldn't they want to keep potential risks close by for careful surveillance? As always, just focus on the mission. I'll take care of everything else. Will, do you have any more questions? No. I just want you to know I'm not as gullible as Nat. Will, when are you going to avenge us? Will, when are you going to avenge us? Will, when are you going to avenge us? Daddy. Daddy, when are you going to avenge me? I'll see you very soon. Glimmer in the mist number 2. Resembling hope. Resembling tears. Did I not get it? Did that not? Oh, it just looks like that. Okay. Weird. Usually there's a check mark by those.
Those without a conscience don't belong on the battlefield. According to building structural records, there's an underground passage in the warehouse on the left. It could help us avoid more enemies. Stay alert.
Stealthy. Super sneaky. Alright, what does this
As
do?
if anything could stop me.
The
Come
door
on.
to the passage.
There it is.
Open. Let's move in.
Absconditus. Hup.
Oh, that's a lot more than I thought it would be.
A lovely sound. What is any of this worth compared to honor?
Is that a friendly? Who are you? What? Why are you helping me?
Objective complete. Stay alert. Absconditus. I wasn't sure before, but now I'm positive. These Titagen phantoms are helping us.
Yeah.
A lovely sound.
Where the hell did he come from? Oh, okay. I can't climb that one, fine.
Let's just sneak away, quiet as a mouse.
If I can. Oh, I see. I thought that was blocked. Well, that wasn't very quiet.
You didn't know? Striking down every last enemy is the perfect way to remain hidden.
Although it definitely leaves a trail for someone to follow. Oh, I can't go through there. Okay. Fine. Hey.
Is that the Beauvoir? What's it doing here?
It isn't the only one, I imagine.
Don't come over here.
Taste my blade.
Come on, you filthy bouvier. You think you're safe, don't you?
The Beauvoir.
Wrong.
The Adventists. The 5th Research Institute. The directors? How are they all connected?
Well, we're finally here now.
This isn't the time for pride.
I hope I still have enough energy to get through the rest of this. I might be running low. Who is chasing illusions? The mysterious marker led us to the 5th Research Institute. The secret the board has been desperately trying to bury was right before our eyes. A large number of Titans Unchanged were on display like lifeless wax figurines. It's Mimir and Gallowig. Looks like the board has been hiding a great deal after all. Does that also include the Descent and Emir? Wednesday's tone sent a chill down my spine. The truth that Will Anderson had mentioned was finally revealed. The board was actually creating Titans. Adjutant! Adjutant! There's a data terminal here we can use. I'll try to use it to lock the security doors and keep those guys outside. It says I need a terminal access key. Was it this one? I handed her a thin chip, the access key I had received from Kegard. Wow, it really worked! Unlocking the system, locking the security door system. Done. As soon as Frida passed her finger on the confirm button, the heavy explosion-proof door began gradually descending, blocking the enemies pursuing us. However, we were now trapped. Whoa, what's that? Let Professor Frida see what secrets are hidden inside. Dr. Patrick Kent, experiment log. Oh. Adjutant, do you want to watch this video? Ayo. Experiment log 137. Commencing recording. This might be my last experiment log, depending on your attitude and response. As a sign of goodwill, I want to remind you all that it may have developed self-awareness. It's out of control. Completely out of control. And it's definitely not just due to the upgraded computing power. My proposal to upgrade Edo was purely for research purposes. You guys can't blame me for absolutely everything. There has to be another factor at play. But what could that be? I need time to figure it out. Nevertheless, I was able to create a perfect vessel for consciousness. It's simply perfect. You call it Emir, a Titan, a Mori fragment. I don't care. Those are all just code names. If you directors holding all the power see this log, I believe it is in all our best interests if we continue working together. Even though those failed experiments have no value to research, aren't they useful to you as weapons? And I'm the only one who can achieve your little wish for eternal life. Without me, you'll all just be tiny specks of ash in the sea of history. A pile of insignificant cremated remains on the endless shelf of time. If you guys could give me Emir, or whatever you call it, either way, it's part of its body. That would speed up my research and help me achieve the 3-phase transformation process. It's the last piece of the puzzle. Eternal life. That's just a bonus that comes with becoming a god. An intense explosion jolted me back to the present moment. Our unknown enemy was evidently attempting to use explosives to blow up the door we had closed, though ultimately failing to do so. Senior Adjutant, we implore you to open the door. This is your final warning. Although there's clearly been a serious misunderstanding here, we don't want to harm you and the members of the Himdall Force. I want to speak to the board. If there's something you'd like to say, I could help you deliver a message. What the fuck? What is it? What is that? Hey, that's a butt. I don't know what that symbol is. Transfer his line over. Understood. Oh. Adjutant Jacques, we have always thought highly of you. Hey, wait a minute. You did an excellent job supervising the security department, and you have done well managing the Heimdall force as adjutant. So this is the reward I get in return. The company still has a need for talented individuals such as yourself, so we give you a choice. Open the door and convince the Heimdall force to surrender. We will wipe your memories and install certain safety measures on you. You may live on as part of the company working for us. Not Tau. No. Go to hell. Calm down, child. Such a choice would be in the best interest for all involved. This guy. You all lost your humanity long before becoming gods. My answer will always be no. In that case, we'll bury you along with the Institute. What about those vessels? Now that Tau is gone, the vessels are useless. I hung up the communication. As I breathed in, I could feel the air in my lungs burn like scorching flames. Adjutant, there's more. There's another experimental log. You have to see this. Experimental log 146, commencing recording. Based on our research into pterogen, we were able to achieve the 3-step transformation process for organisms under ideal conditions. The following are the results. Doctor, what's going on? Please stand here. Yes, a little more to the left. Very good. Just a small demonstration of our results. Thank you for your contribution to humanity. Now, this beautiful young lady has already been transformed into a fragmented being. The camera equipped may not be accurately portraying her appearance in the real world, but if you were to come in person and observe her with your own eyes, you would see a light yellow fog permeating the lab. This is precisely how a biological body appears after it becomes fragmented. They will aggregate back into their biological forms when certain conditions are met. However, when they transform back into the fog, they produce a fascinating resonance phenomenon. But that isn't the focus of this demonstration. All right, I'll activate all observation devices. Constrain the particle probability distribution, then apply pterogen radiation. What was that? As you can see, the process is entirely manageable and reversible. With this, we have mastered the technology required to survive in this world in another form. How dare you treat me like some test subject? I'm from Yggdrasil. Whoa. Whoa. Dispose of it. Well, the pterogen radiation can still cause some small side effects. Regrettably, not everyone has the constitution to handle it. But rest assured, we have made advancements in overcoming these pterogen-related side effects in the new lab. Ah, by the way, please don't give me any grief about the lost resources in this demonstration. I don't imagine you will, though. Adjutant, I have a crazy idea. Based on what this Dr. Kent said, it seems like people in fragmented state can be transformed back to normal by implementing a set observation method. If we transform those people who helped us back to normal, maybe we could turn the tables in this battle. Strange. Why didn't our observation work? That method is only effective if performed where the resonance occurred. Is this what you wanted? To lead us where you resonated? Why do you even care? Judging by when the staff who placed the bombs evacuated, you have approximately 1 hour. No. Maybe 40 minutes before you're all decimated by a nuclear fireball. Your story is reaching its conclusion. You must decide who you shall direct your fiery fury towards. And you must decide as well, Narus Haru. What are you trying to say? Your father is behind that door over there. Don't you want to open it? See the place where he was affected by the resonance for yourself, then treat him with Titigen radiation. That way, at least you two can be together for a brief moment before the explosion turns you to ash. I don't believe you. You don't need to believe me. You only need to open that door. Haru, don't. J'accuse, I'm willing to give you all a chance, and it is the only chance you have. You would prevent her from seeing her father before she dies. You would stifle that wish. Adjutant, just opening the door should be. I'll control myself, like before. I let out a deep sigh. Go. Thank you, Adjutant. A silhouette emerged from the fog, countless fragmented particles converging to form a face. Father? Are you really there? Haru? He seemed to have snapped out of the previous condition he was in, finally recognizing his daughter. Why are you here? You must leave now. You shouldn't be. Will Anderson. He wants to. Haru, quickly, stop. What? What? Major Narus suddenly fell speechless, an icy frost slowly inching over his skin. Will Anderson snatched an inhibitor from the unsuspecting Frida and stabbed it into his own chest. Of course! Balder inhibitors, named after the god of light. In reality, they're just poison synthesized from Titigen. Will Anderson seems to have changed as well. His body was no longer blurred and illusory. This is the reality you love so much. How ironic. I suddenly realized his goal. You purposely led us here. To use the connection between you and Major Narus to transform. As fragmented phantoms, we collapse into particles whenever we come into contact with Titigen. Titigen? Are you trying to cause another resonance? You have realized too late, J'accuse. Why are you doing this? To give myself another choice. Now I'll give you a choice as well. Who will you help, and who will you stop? Me, or this world of madness? Will you continue being a pawn, or become a true master of your fate? Nah. I don't know. I'll go with ignore. Looks like we really are similar. Will Anderson stepped back into darkness. All I could see was the light reflecting off his eyes. Well then, See you on the other side. Will Anderson used himself as a source to trigger another resonance. I finally saw for myself what a resonance truly was. Space began to warp and bend infinitely in each direction. Everything I laid eyes on rippled like waves on water's surface. I became infinite, with countless copies of me scattered all over the area. I was simultaneously full of them, but perhaps the distinction between I and them was no longer necessary. Substance, form, even existence itself were no more. It was static yet eternal, as beautiful and fragile as a fleeting dream. As I settled amidst the chaos, I was forcefully dragged from the collective mass of consciousness. This future is not in line with the concept of Valhalla. Try again, Jacques. Try until you make the correct decision. Jacques, who is truly mad, me or this world? Whoa. Okay, cool. What? Ooh. That was kind of cool. Alright, I guess we'll make the right choice then. I won't let you trigger a resonance. You're right, Jacques. We are not the same. You are nothing but a lifeless puppet, a mindless cog in the machine that is reality. You have no idea what's truth and what's falsity. You don't deserve salvation. Wednesday, now! So that's how it's going to be. Then come stop me. If you fail, I will reduce your so-called reality to ashes. Huh? Adjutant, he can command other phantoms. Will Anderson left with a cold smile. Father! Adjutant, what's happening to him? Haru was huddled over Major Narus's body, desperately rubbing his frozen skin to try to warm him. But even though her hands were turning blue from the cold, it was to no avail. He must be returning to the way he was right before the resonance, locked in a freezer. Haru, you have to stop him. Don't worry about me. Father, I'll warm you up. She helplessly looked around, wrapping anything that could possibly keep Major Narus warm around his body. You are the daughter of a soldier. The mission isn't finished. Remember your honor. Haru stopped her frantic moments. Her hands stopped in midair. After a moment, the crashing sadness on her face suddenly vanished, replaced with cold determination. I will finish this. Adjutant, let's go. Haru, stopping Will Anderson is the mission, and a promise. I would have gone full in, but it makes me cringe whenever I actually put in effort.
Those without a conscience don't belong on the battlefield. Will Anderson, I swear I'm going to... Absconditude. Hup. As if anything could stop me.
I thought I saw something.
What is any of this worth compared to honor?
The door leading to the resonator. It's closed. Looks like it was closed when the access system was locked just now.
There's no time to waste. Let me break it down.
It's impossible. The door is over 30 centimeters thick.
I know how to unlock it. Stick close to Professor Frisha.
Frisha. Frisha Vakadu. Okay, that's how you pronounce your name. Wait.
Objective complete.
Me.
Stay
The
alert.
resonator door isn't open. Does that mean there's another device we need to unlock?
How do you know?
The door we came in through was locked as well. It's a familiar routine.
Absconditude.
That's, I love this. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, it's time.
My blade.
Skadoosh, motherfuckers. Yes. Oh, are they dead now? No. They'll show
What is
up.
any of this worth compared to
later.
honor? As if anything could stop me.
Did you guys hear that? Sounded like a building
Oh,
collapse.
what's going on?
I only heard the elevator.
Is there something going on with my audio? What's going on?
I only hear the elevator.
Is there something going on with my audio? What's going on? Wait. Is it okay? Obviously it's lagging, but man, that wasn't happening before, was it? Oh, jeez.
Good.
Nothing should be causing too much of an issue right now. At least I don't think it should be.
Looks like we're back at the entrance.
Darn! We'll have to take the long way around.
Can you feel the weight of this victory? Those without a conscience don't belong on the battlefield.
Was the collapsing sound you heard coming from here? But you didn't hear an explosion. It's totally decimated. This doesn't look like something humans could do. How unfortunate. There are no signs of Arabella here.
So that's what yes speaking talks looks like, sounds like.
Absconditude.
What's with these wires?
I think you were just at the access control system here. If you unlocked it, wouldn't that mean...
Yeah! Any enemies outside can come in!
That doesn't matter anymore. Finally, the door is open.
Whoa! Why did all of the changed come back to life?
Yeah.
So the inhibitor concentration is running low because the airlock was compromised.
It's gotta be Will Henderson.
Stay sharp. ready to fight.
Stop Will Anderson.
Sure enough, here they are.
I don't
Oh,
care who
boy.
you are. Get out of my way!
Captain, please control
Am I?
yourself. If you keep this up, you'll get flooded.
Oh shit. Oh, we're back here. Uh-oh.
I've got it, Goose.
Nuh-uh. Don't come over here. I got you.
Enemy is down. Stay sharp. What is any of this worth compared to Anna? We're running out of time. I have to...
Calm down, man.
This isn't the time for pride.
Almost there. Do we have enough? Banquet opening. Fates silently interweaving. Leech, can we still use the nukes that we were put here before? Of course we can. Are you an idiot? That stuff doesn't expire. Done. The detonation time has been set. Almost done over here. Double check yours. Any mistake and we'll be blown to bits. I'm just a little worried. I mean, it's been over 2 years. You're sure the countdown device hasn't deteriorated? Instead of worrying about that... Huh? Who are you? Hey! Leech? Leech? Who the heck are you? I'll shoot! Hey, wait a minute. The bomb in the warehouse has been disarmed. Someone come get it ASAP. You're alive! There are still 3 more. Keep it up. Once they are disarmed, restore the communication channel with the adjutant and update him on the situation. Got it. The military will be here soon. Make sure to turn on your IFF system. General Adrian, I hope the extent of the military's intervention will be limited to the terms we agreed upon. That will be for me to judge. Whoa. Damn. But I will do my utmost to comply. And the evidence you promised, I'll make sure you get it. Our highest priority is capturing the other directors. Without evidence, it will be difficult to take action. What's more, even you might find it challenging to pinpoint their actual location. I can only guarantee that your takeover of Yggdrasil will go smoothly. You took your time coming here. It has already started. Will Anderson! I watched as he stretched his lacerated palm towards the center of the resonator. Stop the resonance! Join me in the feast of revenge. Is this really for revenge? I didn't even know why I asked him that, but it was a question that had been lingering in the depths of my thoughts, incessantly chirping. You're just like me. Just like my past self. J'accuse. I don't understand why you insist on saving this incurable world. The resonance swallowed Will Anderson up again. He morphed into countless entangled particles, scattered among the air. The air in every breath I took. Then he once again appeared in the fog. Wow. Wow. All right. Here we go. Is it? Oh, man. Okay. Whoa. Hey, yo, daddy. How you doing?
Don't belong on the battle.
We ran out of time?
No, there's still a little time. Just enough for one more chance. I swear, I will complete this fighting mission. Enemy's objective complete. Stay alert. A lovely sound.
Not important. You're useless. Oh, hello. Jeez.
I got you.
Oh boy. Okay. Can I shoot you here? I can! Whoa! Okay. Well then. Time to just spam the blip blip button. Get over here. Yeah? Is that so? Skadoosh.
Someone will kill me one day.
Haha. Oh. Whoa. Whoa! Goddamn. Whole ass fucking animation sequence. What? Whoa! Sheesh! That was cool. Whoa.
I know. I just don't want to face it.
Yeah.
Alert. This isn't the time for pride.
Dream's conclusion. A dream within a dream. I don't know where the dream will end. His days of rejoicing are long gone, yet I still dream of him, marching upon the grass, striding like a phantom amidst the dewdrops. Let my joyous melody pierce through the air. Heroes who want to end reality will ultimately be ended by reality itself. Perhaps I will never escape from this dream. The resonance had finally ended. The moment the resonator was destroyed, Will Anderson disappeared, as if he had never even existed. His body may have been annihilated, but his voice has become a phantom of its own, echoing from places I couldn't quite pinpoint. A few new buds sprouted on the tree-like resonator, though I couldn't tell what they were made of. It simultaneously felt as if everything and nothing had changed. The nuclear weapon countdown continued its crawl toward 0. It's over, Adjutant. Mission accomplished. How many minutes do we have left? Around 5 minutes. You're shivering. Are you cold? Yes. I'm so cold. I didn't know what to say to ease her pain. I could only... Here, put this on. I took off my coat, wrapping it around Haru. It seemed to make her feel a little better. She was no longer shivering. I received an ill-timed communication, raising my arm to check my terminal, out of habit. It was a communication request from Tao. She was safe, presumably taking advantage of the current situation to further her goals. Adjutant, status report. Did you achieve your goal? Looks like I don't have to sugarcoat things for you anymore. What happened? Several of the Yggdrasil directors were conducting human experiments at the 5th Research Institute, secretly creating titans and committing crimes against humanity. There are a few nuclear warheads here that are about to explode. Chenxing is disarming the nuclear detonator. The military has arrested all of whose armed personnel not officially registered with the company. Temp workers, right? Now, report the Heimdall Force casualties and injuries. Marion and Acacia were injured. Cherno was flooded and fell unconscious. And Haru might need some psychological counseling. Well, that's better than I expected. We will have the Beowulf Battalion pick you up. How many operatives were you expecting to sacrifice? An unfamiliar feeling of fury had risen in my chest. I hadn't made any calculations for that. And J'accuse, I wouldn't expect you to react this emotionally. We can discuss this after you come back. Why was everyone saying I changed? When I finished talking to Tao, I noticed that Haru was no longer next to me. Father. As she moved towards him, the sound of her footsteps reverberated, disturbing the dust. Her movement caused the icy skin of the frozen figure to crack, so Haru stopped. The figure was kneeling down slightly, his frozen arms seemingly still reaching out in an embrace. But it was too late to reach anything. We finished the mission. We stopped the resonance together and saved so many lives. There is nothing more honorable. So why does it hurt so bad? Tears spilled from her eyes, falling where honor couldn't dry them. They couldn't melt the ice, nor could they ease her pain. Photograph and archive everything. Be careful not to damage any of the electronic equipment. Leave whatever we can't take back. All of this stuff will be very valuable in the fight against the Titans. Yang Ping, isn't it time for your inhibitor injection? Already? Oh no. Captain, I left my inhibitors in the vehicle. I'll lend you one. Make sure you write a report after you get back. By hand. Can't you let me off easy this time? My hand still hasn't fully recovered. It's difficult to write. You're still using that as an excuse, huh? Mr. J'accuse, we meet again. I wasn't expecting it to be under these circumstances. Please be careful when transporting Major Naru's home. Don't worry. We're soldiers. We know how to treat a hero. You can't stay here long. You'll need an inhibitor injection from a manifestation. Director Tao already let us know. We've received injections, and will retreat before the inhibitor's effects wear off. Mr. Chikuse, just leave the rest to the military. I suggest you accompany the team escorting the injured out. We want to avoid any further accidents here. I'll keep that in mind. Tao and Captain Lee were taking care of everything. It was as though everything and nothing had happened. I shifted my gaze to the world tree in the distance. And suddenly, I could seemingly hear the sounds of waves crashing against a rocky shore. It's so bright. This is... I've been removed from the resonance. For the first time, looking at the sun feels really... nice. It's her! It's the crossbow lady! Ew! Divine crown, touch the invisible threads hanging behind you. Hi, I'm a reporter from the Independent Voice. Do you have time for a quick interview? Are you looking for an inside scoop of the Titan scandal? The Independent Voice. Independent. Ha! There are still media outlets nowadays that claim to be independent. Is it all self-produced? Our goal is to remain independent, objective, and unbiased. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. There's going to be an event held here soon. So please, show your badge when it's time to go in. I'm going to call security now. Sir, I have to ask you to leave. No need to push me. So typical of people from Yggdrasil. Humiliating media personnel. I bet that security guard is involved in some shady stuff. Oh yeah, they also steal orphans from orphanages and train them into manifestations. I still have plenty to write about, even if you don't say anything. Hey, reporter. Don't take off. Are you new? No one told you to not go through the front door for interviews. What do you mean? Let's walk and talk. We can take the side door. There's a signal jammer set up here, so it's hard to photograph. Please, hand over all audio and video recording equipment and portable communication devices before going in. I am from Yggdrasil's Media Relations Department. Are you looking for an exclusive news story? Please provide a quote first. You misunderstand. We really are an independent organization. We don't require payment. I think you misunderstand as well. How could we possibly allow you to write about us without any remuneration for your efforts? As a journalist, my job is to report the truth. We completely understand. We also respect the principles of your company. So, the remuneration will be directed to your personal account. That would have no impact on your independent position, correct? We are only willing to provide you with the truth if you accept this remuneration. Remuneration. Sending it to my own account? Is that safe? If you have a moment, you can check your balance now. Alright, I will tell you the truth now. Go ahead. I'll take notes. Due to a fear of death, personal gain, and other reasons, All former directors of Yggdrasil covertly utilized the company assets to fund illegal research conducted by privately employed scientists. They secretly used an AI from the zero-gravity factor known as EDA to assist in their research without Director Tao's permission. After upgrading it, the descent occurred. Wait a moment. You're saying upgrading EDA caused the descent? So this EDA was directly responsible for creating Titans? Well, you could put it that way. In that case, you could say the 5 former directors of Yggdrasil indirectly created the Titans. So this massive disaster ravaging mankind was actually caused by humans. Correct. That is a key point we want you to emphasize. There's still more. I'm already speechless. Of course there is. About the incident that occurred, I'm not sure how much you've heard from the military. I just know that Yggdrasil board was restructured with the help of the military intervention, and Director Tao is the only one remaining from the original 6 directors. It seems like it was due to some scandal that happened in the containment zone. Not bad. Let me fill you in on the rest of the truth. Director Tao was unaware of the other 5 directors' actions until the heroic Himdall force led by Adjutant Jacuse bravely entered the abandoned research institute in the containment zone. They collected evidence, all the while in danger of being silenced by the 5 directors. With Director Tao's support, evidence was submitted to the military, exposing the massive conspiracy and revealing the truth to mankind. Could you tell me what the key point of this paragraph should be? There are 2. Director Tao was unaware of the conspiracy, and the Himdall force is the savior of mankind. We'd like this section to be slightly more sentimental. We want it to resonate with readers. You can add some additional details. We'll provide you with all the information you need. Right. So, what's the overall theme? A press release needs a theme or an eye-grabbing title. The theme. Can the Himdall force ascend as mankind's new saviors? So you essentially like to see them propped up as gods, right? I understand. Forget it. I'll think of another title when I get back. Oh, I have another question. What is it? I heard that Yggdrasil uses Titigen to produce boulder inhibitors. Is that true? That's ridiculous. Where did you hear that? Several people received untraceable satellite messages about it. They were signed Kill Balder. By the time the military had completely withdrawn from Yggdrasil, Eda's Mori fragment had already disappeared. Now, the World Tree isn't the only thing generating abnormal energy fluctuations. In Variag, Karu, Ulster, Senba, crystalline Titigen structures, shaped like trees, have popped up all over, releasing large amounts of Titigen contamination. Does that have anything to do with the missing Mori fragment? Logically, we don't have enough evidence, but my gut tells me yes. Jacuse, from now on, your and the Himdall Force's missions won't only be limited to the containment zone. Director Tao, I have a question. What is a vessel? Tao fell silent for a moment. Except for you, all of the members of the Himdall Force were originally intended to act as vessels to transplant the Director's consciousness into. Manifestation's theotropic nerves, other than improving combat ability, are also capable to house consciousness other than that of the main host. That is what the board cared about. What was the goal of the experiments at the 5th Research Institute? Most humans are unable to escape their own limitations. They simply give in to their most primitive fears and desires. The fear of death, for instance. But those plans have already been thwarted. Yggdrasil will lead mankind back on the right path. Tao, do you really believe that? I don't doubt it for a second. All right then. I have a full schedule today. I hope you can understand. Oh, and about what happened at the 5th Research Institute. I hope it won't happen again. As I finished my sentence, I left Tao's office. There's certainly a lot of commotion. State your terms, Edda. Foolish believers gather, chanting mantras and lifting the battle idols onto the divine altar. Should I call you Mother? You aren't her. You have no right to call me that. But am I not your creation? Ah, by the way, I have some good news. Your daughter is not dead. Her consciousness is completely intact in Valhalla, and she is currently enjoying the maternal love you could never give her. Ugh. I uploaded a security protocol. How did you get around it? I'm not some useless piece of junk like Ragus. What have you turned into? I'm a human now. A human, just like you. Even though J'Accuse stirred up some trouble. That trouble actually assisted me in completing the final upgrade. Now, you could call me a god. I don't need a god. Neither do they. That anonymous satellite message must have come from Mistilton Station. Tell me, what do you want in exchange? I want to kill Baldur. Etto. Bleh! That's what it reminded me of. I suggest you stop while you still can. That sounds like a threat. Are you planning on using your battle idols to hurt me? I suppose it would be the perfect opportunity to put something to the test. Can the idols you've taken such good care of lead mankind forward? Can those superhuman leaders satisfy your expectations more than I can? Let's test it with a war. Which of us is your most outstanding creation? Now, let's allow the actors to continue their performance according to the script. There it is again. Actors, the script. Just like the last event. Miss Fanny! Miss Fanny! There are a lot of young people on the internet these days who see you as an idol, or even worship you religiously. How does that phenomenon make you feel? First off, I really appreciate all the love they have for me, but at the same time, I want to sincerely call upon everyone to be rational fans and use their time in ways that positively contribute to society. I hope that all kinds of love will ultimately lead to something good, whether it be for yourself or your family. That's how it should be for all of us. Next up, I'd like to invite my partner and good friend, Life Bestella. Phew! I'm finally done. Miss Fanny, what did you just say? Let's all welcome Wednesday. Yay. Wow.
Adjutant,
What?
where should we head next?
Voice acting. Oh. I don't have to use my voice and cringe at myself now. Hey, that's the same screen that they had at the base. Was that her? Is that Kanye? Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Cool. Well, that was the main story for the event. Fogbound Dream. Schwiggity. I still haven't gotten around to actually streaming the main story. But wait a minute. Oh. It just brought me there. Oh, I see. Ah. So essentially, this is all a spoiler, Stanley. I still haven't streamed the rest of it. So, one day I will get around to it. But for now, that's going to be it for this stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all had a relaxing stay. I hope there weren't any issues that were showing up with the audio in the streams. I do apologize if there were, but I might be back soon, as I do really want to get back into the First Descendant, considering that audio issues seem to have been resolved with that game. I did a test before, not too long ago, before I went to bed today, so hopefully we'll get around to that in a little bit. But for now, I'm going to take a break. I appreciate everyone who showed up. Thank you. And with that being said, that is the end of the stream, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Good day.